What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sophia. This is my channel, Sophia Sees Beauty, where I talk about all things beauty and makeup. And today I have another really chill, fun haul video for you guys, kind of just like a little show and tell. I'm here at my desk. I am drinking a chocolate hazelnut protein smoothie that I just made myself, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a little haul to show you guys everything that I have picked up in the past like month or two, but that I haven't talked about on my channel. I filmed this haul a little while ago, but it got really long because, as you guys know, if you've been watching my channel, I've been busting out the reviews for you guys. And I just wanted to take a second to talk about some of the other things that I've picked up, but I just haven't had time to review, or I didn't want to review. It didn't make any sense. So I said, you know what? I'm only going to talk about the things that I haven't reviewed in this video. I have a bunch of obviously beauty and makeup things, but I also have a couple of fashion luxury items as well. So if you guys love fashion accessories and all that good stuff, keep watching. And if this is the first video you have watched on my channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm a luxury beauty YouTuber and Instagrammer, and I upload content every single week on all of the new luxury beauty releases. And I like to do other fun videos like this, like hauls and favorites and comparisons and dupe videos and all that good stuff. So definitely hit the subscribe button if you want a little bit more luxury in your feed. Before we get started, also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you like haul videos, if you like kind of fun favorites and those types of things, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. It's a really awesome way that is also free to support my channel. Also, I'm going to be linking everything down below so that if you guys want to pick up any of these items for yourself, you are welcome to do so. Another really great way to support my channel is just shopping through those links. A lot of them are going to be affiliate links, so it means that if you purchase anything using my links, I get a very small commission. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It's just a way for me to make a little bit extra money so that I can buy these products and film these reviews for you guys. So please consider shopping through my links if there's anything here that you want to pick up. All right, guys, let's get into it. So a lot of the stuff I picked up mostly in December and January, either during holiday sales or using kind of like gift cards and money and things that I got for Christmas, kind of like Christmas presents to myself in January. So a lot of these I picked up during that time. There were a lot of really good deals on different makeup products and then also on some accessories that I want to show you also. This video might get a little bit long, so what I basically did is I just separated all of the products I'm going to talk about into different categories, and so that way there'll be some timestamps down below if you guys want to navigate through it. If you're wondering what's on my face today, I'm wearing the Suku, the cream foundation. I'm wearing the Josie Maran Vibrancy concealer, and I'll tell you what is on my eyes in just a second. And then on my lips, I have the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum, which I have a review of. You guys have been asking me, what's on your lips? What's on your lips? And most of the time it's either nothing or it's this. And I have the color Bronze Glow, so I will link all of that down below. Okay, we're gonna start off with foundations that I picked up in the past 2 months that I haven't reviewed or I haven't really talked about. The first one that I want to mention right here is the Very Valentino foundation. I don't know why I still have this in the box. I think it was because I was kind of consider returning this foundation. It is very expensive. I heard about this from Glam Girl Chelsea. If you don't follow her, you need to follow her. She's another really fantastic YouTuber that reviews similar products. And she said that this was like holy grail for her. She said that this was super good. So I did give it a try. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of luck with this foundation, guys. And I've kind of been waiting for my skin to be a little less dry from the winter to go back to this particular foundation, because I really like the way that it goes on the skin at first. It has really nice coverage. It's really glowy. It's honestly right up my alley in terms of what I normally look for. But it just got a little bit too cakey. Like, it didn't wear very well on my skin. I was testing it out when I went to Miami back in early January, and I would have thought in kind of like a warmer, more humid climate, this would perform a little bit better, but it just didn't. And so I'm going to be testing this out a little bit more now that I've kind of tested out a lot of other new foundations and I have a little bit more time, and my skin is going to be hopefully getting a little less dry over the next month or two. But just wanted to mention, I didn't really get along well with this foundation, but I'm hopeful, guys. I'm hopeful. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I can maybe, give this to a family member where maybe their skin is better suited to this formula. The other foundation product that I picked up because of Glam Girl Chelsea, she influenced me, is the YSL skin tint. This is the new Bare Look tint. I wear the color NU1. That's probably one of the lightest shades in the line. And I tested this out also in January. I need to get back to it just because I've been testing out so many products, you guys. But when I did test it out, I really liked this skin tint. I would love to compare this against the Fenty and the Cali Ray, which I have a video up here on my channel for. I really like that skin tint, so you guys should check out that review. This was very lovely. I put this on my face the morning that I flew down to Miami, and I was wearing a mask the whole time on the plane. I woke up really early, maybe like 5 in the morning, put this on. I felt so much better. I felt so much like a little more put together, and I couldn't believe by the time I got to Miami, this wore so well. It wore really well under a mask. It was very hydrating. I liked the coverage that I got from this. So if you guys are interested in maybe like a full dedicated review of this, just let me know. But my thoughts at the moment are that I really, really enjoy this skin tint from YSL. I also picked up 2 products from Chantecaille. I have the Chantecaille Future Skin Foundation and the Chantecaille Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer. I have pre-filmed a review of the Future Skin, and then I also pre-filmed a video comparing the 2 of these, so I don't want to give anything away right now, but I want to let you guys know that I bought these and I have reviews for those coming. I'm actually going to be visiting some family for a couple of weeks in February, and so I am pre-filming a lot of content. I have a lot of videos pre-filmed for you guys on these types of products that I know that you are interested in. They might not be new, but I think that these reviews are going to be really helpful. So if you are watching my channel over the next couple of weeks, do know that a lot of this content is pre-filmed, but it's all very much planned out. I'm going to get back to kind of more new releases very, very soon. So if you guys have any requests for videos that you would like to see or products that you want me to review, just comment down below and let me know. Moving on to concealers, you guys will know that I picked up the Clé de Peau concealers. I did a full review of the stick concealer, so you guys can check that out, but I also picked up the Radiant Under Eye Corrector, and I'm going to be doing a comparison video comparing that against the stick one. So I kind of want to put those aside because we've already chatted about the Clé de Peau concealers, etc., and I want to call attention to this one that I picked up, which is the Uma Beauty Stay Woke Concealer. This is a really good concealer. This is definitely one of my faves. I used up a whole concealer from Uma Beauty, so I basically was just replenishing. Unfortunately, I bought 2 shades, and one of the shades was definitely the wrong shade, and then this one is, I don't think it's a little bit too light, but it's definitely more of like a brightening under eye concealer. So I picked these up from Ulta. And guys, I really don't like ordering from Ulta. Like, there's no Ulta. I live in Boston, okay? I live in Boston, Massachusetts. There's no Ulta here. I can't get to the Ulta. It takes forever for them to ship to me, and then returning things is a pain. So it's like now I have to pay shipping to return the color that I didn't like. It's just a headache for me. I know that you guys like Ulta, but like, I hate shopping from Ulta. And I realized that the reason I bought the wrong color is because they didn't have my shade in stock, and they never have it in stock. So I really like this from Uma Beauty. If you guys have an Ulta near you, definitely check it out. It is worth ordering online. I know you can get it from the Uma Beauty website as well, but there's such a big color range that sometimes it's kind of hard for me to choose. But I just wanted to mention I did replenish this, and I really love this concealer. Next up, I have some other complexion products. So in the realm of contour, I picked up the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour. This is the color, what color do I have here? Light 2. And then I also picked up another Tom Ford shade in Illuminate, and I kind of wanted something a little bit lighter than the shade that I had, which is the 1.0. And so I picked up the 0.5, which is just a little bit lighter, a little softer. And part of why I picked these up is because I finished my Tom Ford, or it's almost finished. I'm like almost finished my other Tom Ford shade in Illuminate, and I thought to myself, do I really want to pay how much this costs, because it's very expensive, to replace this, or should I give the Danessa Myricks a try? And I actually had a really hard time figuring out what color I should be in the Danessa Myricks. So what I ended up doing is I ended up getting a couple shades in this particular product, the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour, and I filmed a video for you guys basically kind of doing a bit of a beauty battle and comparing these products, and not only comparing the formula and how they wear and how they apply, but also comparing the colors, because it was very hard for me to figure out, okay, if I want something that's similar to this in the Tom Ford, what do I need to get in the Danessa Myricks, okay? Because this is so much more affordable than the Tom Ford, guys. So definitely look out for that video. Worked really hard on that video. It's already pre-filmed, so I think it's going to be coming out a little bit later in February, but it's a very detailed overview of like, what do I think of these two formulas? Which one is better? And if you want to try and dupe the Tom Ford, what colors you need to get in the Danessa Myricks. Next up, I have a bronzer that I picked up, and that is the Chantecaille Gel Bronzer. I think I mentioned this maybe a couple times, and I know I've been talking about this on my Instagram, but I've recently been trying out a bunch of different products from Chantecaille. I'm giving them a second chance, guys, because I feel like I have not really spoken highly of Chantecaille in the past, because I tried like their eyeshadow singles and I thought that I didn't think that they were good. I thought they were so overhyped, and then I kind of wrote Chantecaille off. But now I'm getting back into Chantecaille, guys, and I know that you really like their products. So I've been wearing this gel bronzer nonstop. Spoiler alert, I love it. Already filmed a dedicated review of it, so I can talk a little bit more about this particular shade. And it's this really cool gel formula. I'll kind of swatch it for you now. We'll do a little swatcheroo because this is a show and tell after all. It has this really, really cool texture to it that glides very well on top of other foundations. It pairs really well with the tinted moisturizer or the Future Skin foundation. And so I just want to let you guys know I've done a full review of this if you want to hear a little bit more about it, but I'm just putting it out there right now. I bought it and I love it, and you guys need to check this out because this is definitely unlike any other bronzer that I have in my collection. So that's what I really like about it. It's kind of adding something new to my collection rather than just yet another luxury powder bronzer. Next up, we have eyeshadows, and I want to start off with this eyeshadow palette from BK Beauty. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. This is so nice, guys, and full transparency, BK Beauty sent me this along with a bunch of their brushes. I have a code so that you guys can get 10% off anything on their site. I'm going to put it down below. It's just Sophia10. You can use Sophia10 at checkout. So I just want to put that out there that they did gift this to me, but this is their True Beauty palette, and I really enjoy this. Like, these are so soft. Like, my eyes were quite irritated today because I've just been doing a lot of reviews, and I was reviewing the new Tom Ford quads for you guys yesterday, and I did 3 looks. And what I like about this palette is that the shadows are just like so soft. They're definitely pretty powdery, so you can see kind of like all that kick up, but with that, they're very, very smooth. So I just want to show you guys some of these beautiful shimmers. They're just very soft on the eyes. So it's like, if my eyelids are a little bit dry, if they're a little bit irritated, I've kind of been going into this palette on more of like natural makeup days when I'm not putting a lot of eyeliner and a lot of colors on my eyes. And I just want something really simple. You know, this is called like the True Beauty palette. It is very, very neutral. Like, I don't think that this color scheme is anything to write home about, but I really love these kind of gorgeous, blinding shimmers, like light pink, champagnes, browns, etc. I love these. So I've really been enjoying this particular palette. Haven't gotten a chance to review it. If you guys want a full review of this, let me know. But if you're in the market for just a really, really lovely eyeshadow palette with some really good neutrals, I think you guys are really gonna like this, and their brushes are amazing as well. Speaking of neutrals, I also picked up this palette from Surratt. This is the Surratt Beyond Beige palette, and I heard about this from Tara Lynn's channel. I will link her channel down below. She's one of my favorite YouTubers here on the platform, and she said that this was her favorite eyeshadow palette of last year. So I had to look into it. Obviously, it's a really beautiful, very elegant quad. Obviously, it has like more of a luxury price point, but I just want to show you guys. These are very, very lovely shadows. It's just like really, you know, it's not anything groundbreaking, just like the True Beauty, but it's one of those things that if you just want to look good, you just want like a nice, pretty, natural look like what I'm wearing today, you go to this and you're like, this is just a delight to use. It's just a delight to use. It's really pretty. This shade right here has a beautiful sheen to it. You can kind of see it right there. It's just an all-around really good neutral luxury palette. I think that this is my first eyeshadow quad from Surratt. I have some of their sort of like glossy eye singles. I don't have a lot of products from Surratt. If this is a brand that you guys are interested in, definitely let me know. So this is my first one and I'm highly impressed. Really enjoying this one called Beyond Beige. And in the same vein, but more on like the cool side of the spectrum, I picked up the Dior Soft Cashmere Quint. I know that this is not new. This is kind of a classic. And I have heard Michelle Wong talk about how this is her favorite palette all the time. And I was like, you know what? I have to get it because I've really been using my Dior Quints a lot more lately. And this just looked like such a beautiful neutral palette to try. I actually wore this out yesterday, went out for drinks with a couple of friends. And I have to tell you guys, like the hype is real. I have a couple of other Dior eyeshadow Quints and this one performs so well. I particularly want to show you guys this shade right here, this metallic shade. Oh my gosh, like, oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. It's a beautiful kind of cool tone, like grayish type of color. And I don't think that in these Dior Quints, we typically see colors that are this metallic, but then they've also paired it with sort of that kind of soft satiny. You see how it's a metallic, but it's not as bold as this particular color right here. So I like in this palette that I'm able to get different textures. In addition, this one right here is kind of just a little sparkly topper shade. I don't know if you can see that, but it has a really beautiful reflection. So yeah, I was super, super impressed with this palette. I think this is going to be a new favorite for me. If you don't have this already, maybe consider picking it up next time you're trying to choose between the different Dior quads. Soft Cashmere is a stunner. Next, I have a product that released during the holiday season, and that is the Natasha Denona Mini Metropolis palette. I collect these. I actually passed on this one originally, and I'm kind of glad that I did because I didn't really feel like reviewing it, and I felt like I already had these colors. But one of the reasons why I picked this up, other than just like for review and collector's purposes, is because I was buying the Mini Biba palette, which I did a full review of, and I really needed to hit like the shipping minimum in order to get free shipping, because as you guys know, if you've seen me post this on Instagram, I complain about this all the time on the Natasha Denona website. It's like you're buying a $25 mini palette and then the shipping is $20 or $25. Like the shipping is so much. So I didn't already have this palette and I was like, you know what, I'll just get that one because I never got to pick it up, and then I was able to get free shipping, so that was nice. But this is a really nice little palette. I haven't used it that much. I actually kind of dip into the mattes from time to time, but what I really want to show you here is just like the beautiful shimmers in this palette. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's nothing to write home about. Honestly, the OG Metropolis palette it might be my favorite palette from Natasha Denona. I don't know why she's discontinuing it. I think it just has a lot of colors and it's not as approachable to like the average consumer, but I love the regular Metropolis palette, and I really hope one day maybe she like brings it back so I can keep recommending it to you guys. The sun is like just kind of starting to go down, so if you can kind of see it's becoming golden hour. If you see the light changing, I'm sorry for that. But I do like to try and get as much natural light in here as possible so I can show you guys these products. So lastly, something very different in the eyeshadow category, I got on sale the Huda Beauty Mercury and Retrograde palette, and I always let you guys know when I find good deals on stuff on my Instagram, so I'm gonna link that down below. I'll put my handle up here. I always show you guys like what good things are in like Sephora sales, basically any place you can get a good deal that you know on my Instagram, so definitely follow me over there. But I had never got, like, this palette wasn't really on my radar when it came out, but then Huda Beauty came out with that Rose Quartz palette, and that palette's really good. And I was like, okay, Huda, maybe I should be paying attention to what you're putting out, okay? And so I saw that this palette went on sale. It was for a very, very good deal, and so I picked it up, and I'm so glad that I did. This is such a cool palette. It's so fun. Let's swatch a couple of the shades. Let's do this one right here, which is called Nebula. And as you can see, it's chunky glitter, but not all of the shades are like that. Let's do this one right here called Frazzled. That is frazzled right there. So some of them are chunkier glitter and some of them are smoother metallics. These are just so pretty. Let's do one more. I'm gonna do this bright one that's called Mercury. Oh, it's so pretty. So like I like to dip into this just to have more of a fun look. And I know that this palette, it's called Mercury in retrograde, so the theme is that it is all over the place. That's kind of the point. But if you guys ever have palettes like this and you're thinking, I don't know how to navigate that palette, try and look at the palette in terms of quads. So like this right here could be a very beautiful look. This right here could be a beautiful look. This could be a look. This could be a look. Like usually makeup artists or brands, whoever is kind of curating the palette, they put the shades in that arrangement for a reason. Part of it, I think, is like marketing purposes. You look at it and it's very visually appealing, but also I think it's for, okay, like we think you're going to use these shades together. We think you're going to use these shades together. So if you're ever kind of stumped, try that little trick and see if that helps you kind of come up with a little bit more inspiration for how you can use the palette. Next up, I have some eyeliners and also a mascara. So first up, I have the Victoria Beckham Satin Eye Kajals. I know I've mentioned these a couple of times, and I know I've talked about them on my Instagram, but I promise I am working on a review of these. I'm just trying to really test these out and sort of compare them against other liners so I can have a very good opinion. I'm also testing out all of the colors. So I just want to show you guys some of my favorite colors. The first one is new, and this color is called Olive. It's really pretty. I honestly don't think it looks olive at all. I think it looks emerald, but that's okay. We love emerald as well. And then I also have the color. I always pull the wrong side off. There's a little smudger at the end of these, which I really like. This is the color Bordeaux. Also really like that. Look, we got like a nice little festive Christmas look right here. But I'm gonna be doing a full review of this for you guys so we can decide if these are worth the hype. And in doing that, I actually have purchased a couple of other different eyeliner formulas. I asked you guys here on YouTube on my community page, what eyeliners do you like? Like, do you want me to compare these against other types of eyeliners? And some of the ones that you guys mentioned were, first off, these ones from Chanel. These are the Chanel Stilo Yo waterproof pencils. I got these from Ulta when I ordered my Uma Beauty concealer, and I got the colors Prune Intense, which is this really pretty, it's like a purple color. It's not as red as the Bordeaux from Victoria Beckham. And I was really in kind of a purpley mood because I feel like I don't have that many purple eyeliners anymore. So I also got the color Cassis, okay? So it's like this beautiful dark black currant color, which is basically what Cassis is. So that's that. And guys, these are really good. These Chanel ones, they're really good. And what I'm doing is I'm testing out all these eyeliners, and eventually after I've kind of tested all of them, I'm gonna do kind of like a ranking or a beauty battle or a roundup of all of these eyeliners that you guys recommended to me or were just some of the ones that I already knew right off the bat were favorites in my collection. And I'm going to try and rate them on different, different categories like creaminess, longevity, blendability, like color selection, all that kind of stuff. So look out for that video and comment here in this video if there are any specific eyeliners that you want me to include in that roundup video. All right, moving along. So the other two eyeliners that I picked up that you guys recommended is the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Pencil, and I got this in the color Bronze. This is number 5 bronze, and they describe this as like a shimmering khaki. It's a very pretty color. It's a little bit greener than the bronze from the Victoria Beckham Eye Kajal. So I also have been testing this pencil. And then lastly, in the eyeliner category, you guys mentioned the Pat McGrath Permagel liners, and I got the color Black Coffee. They really didn't have that many to choose from on Sephora. I think I did like Sephora same day delivery, which is like an absolute game changer, by the way. But that is Pat McGrath Black Coffee. So I'm not going to share my thoughts just yet, okay, because I'm going to do videos on all these, but I wanted to mention that. And lastly, I also picked up a mascara. This is the Chantecaille mascara. What is this called? The Faux Cils Longish Lash Mascara in black. And once again, I already pre-filmed the review of this, so you guys are gonna hear all my thoughts. This is very expensive. This is a $73 mascara, so I knew that I had to put this to the test and figure out if it was worth the hype, because I feel like a lot of people, they really like this mascara, and I know that you guys love Chantecaille, so I'm gonna be posting a review of this. I'm gonna let you know if it's worth the money. I'm gonna try and dupe it with some of the other mascaras that I've reviewed lately, so look out for that. Okay, now the part that I'm most excited about, my fragrances that I picked up over the past 2 months. I've been waiting to buy some new fragrances, and thankfully I had some gift cards over the holidays, and so I was really excited to go fragrance shopping, and I went a little ham, all right? So first off, I have the BYREDO Bal d'Afrique. I hadn't really smelled a lot of the BYREDO fragrances. When I go fragrance shopping, I like to show up to the department store and smell a lot of different things. And a lot of times I'll kind of get samples, or I'll put it on my skin and then maybe leave and come back, or, you know, I'm just a really thorough, guys. I like to smell every fragrance in the range, and I've only smelled a couple of the ones from BYREDO that I've gotten in samples from purchasing their makeup, and I smelled everything, and Bal d'Afrique was the one that I was the most interested about. Now I'm just going to read a couple of the notes from the BYREDO website. It says here that the top notes are African marigold, bergamot, and buchu. Okay, so we've got kind of like a flowery, but also a hint of citrus from bergamot. Bergamot is one of my favorite types of scents, especially in kind of like the citrus category. And then the heart is violet and cyclamen. I really like violet because I think it's a little bit more of like an interesting and unexpected scent from a flowery perspective. And then the base of this is Moroccan cedarwood and vetiver. So you have kind of like, you definitely have like a woodsy base, but then you also have that really interesting violet scent, the marigold, and then kind of like a burst of bergamot. But bergamot isn't like lemon. Bergamot smells more like, I don't know, kind of like the peel of a citrus, you know, like a little bit deeper, a little bit like oilier. If you've ever like taken a citrus and kind of really smelled the peel, to me, that's like a little bit more of like what I get from bergamot. And this is just such a lovely fragrance. If you're somebody that you love florals, but you want something that's like got a little bit of like an exotic, like woodsy note to it as well, I really think you're gonna love Bal d'Afrique. And the perfumer at BYREDO, he said that this fragrance is kind of like an ode to his father, who spent 10 to 15 years traveling throughout Africa. And as a boy, he heard all of his stories, like traveling throughout that particular continent. And this is kind of like the embodiment of those memories of those stories. Even though he wasn't there with his father, this is kind of like a tribute to those stories that he heard growing up as a boy. And so I just thought that was cool. I think that like behind every fragrance, there's always a really cool story or inspiration. And I really love that BYREDO, when you get the package, it kind of has a little note in there telling you about the fragrance and what inspired it. Next up, I talked about this fragrance in my January favorites, but I want to mention it again. This is from Diptique. It's their Eau de Parfum, and it is the 34 Boulevard Saint-Germain. It comes in really, really cool, sleek packaging with kind of like the emblem on the top. So I have this on my vanity, and I really like to kind of look down and see this amongst my other fragrances. I think it's so beautiful. And I mentioned in my January favorites, I feel like this smells like a fancy lady. Like, it's very, very sophisticated. It has a mixture of kind of like woodsiness, but also floral as well. And the story behind this is that this is basically an encapsulation of the scent from within their fragrance boutique, their OG fragrance boutique in, you know, at 34 Saint-Germain. This is the address of their original boutique, and they went in there and they tried to kind of almost bottle the smell of the store, which I thought was really interesting. And this is described as having a base of sandalwood, vanilla, and then also pink berries, which, I don't know, that sounds kind of like an interesting, unique combination to me. But if you really like sandalwood, I think you're going to like this fragrance. Like, to me, this is like such a great, classy winter fragrance. I also think that this could be pretty unisex if, you know, you're a man and you want something that's like a little bit more floral and a little bit softer. So yeah, I highly recommend this one from Diptique. I feel like it's one that I never really hear anything about, but I got a sample one day randomly in some order and I just couldn't get enough of it. So I headed on over to Saks and I got this. Also, this comes in like home fragrances, so candles, diffusers. I think this would be a really, really nice diffuser in a bathroom somewhere. So I want to put that out there as well. I think this would be a stunning home fragrance. Oh, also real quick, I want to show you the box that the fragrance came in. Like, I couldn't throw this out. This is just so, so beautiful. And also it came in this little dust bag, and so I'll just use this for like jewelry or whatever, but at the moment I'm displaying this box on one of my vanities next to kind of like my jewelry and that kind of stuff. It is just so stunning, so this makes a really good gift. If you guys like these kinds of little unboxing style videos, I do these on my Instagram. I have a highlighted story where I essentially unboxed all of these fragrances. I like told you about the fragrance, I showed you the packaging, I told you the story behind all of them. So if you guys want to check out like the awesome packaging that everything came in as well, follow me on Instagram, or you could also check out that story highlight on my account. And the last fragrance that I picked up is another one from Diptique, and it is called Fleur de Peau. This is a really interesting, really cool floral fragrance. And once again, I love a good story, and it says on here that this is inspired by the love between Psyche and Eros. And I'm Greek American, so I love any kind of like Greek or Roman mythology. I'm like such a sucker for that, and I'm really a sucker for very interesting florals. I just want to show you guys the really beautiful bottle right here, and on the back when you peer through, I don't know how well you can see that. You can see, I guess that's Psyche, and she's kind of being like enveloped by flowers. It's just like, it's a really, really stunning visual when you look through. So you could display the bottle this way, or you could display the bottle this way. And so the notes for this are, I'm just reading this from the Diptique website. The notes are musk, iris, and pink peppercorn. So once again, just like violet, I think that iris is a little bit more of kind of an unexpected flower. I also love the muskiness that I get from this. So I think that it's a good floral scent for kind of fall and winter. And then I love just like the pepperiness and that hint of spice from the pink peppercorn. So yeah, if you guys sort of like floral scents that aren't super sweet and have kind of like a muskiness or a woodsy kind of like sexy undertone to them, maybe check out some of these fragrances. On to some body and hair care. I mentioned these also in my January favorites, but these are the First Aid Beauty ingrown hair pads. I bought these just because I hate ingrown hairs. I also was going to Miami and I was going to be wearing a bathing suit, and I wanted to kind of like get that situation taken care of. Ingrown hairs are so, so frustrating, and these are basically just little like, I don't know, I call them like little Stridex pads, but you know, for ingrown hairs. And so wherever you get ingrown hairs, you can basically just kind of swipe these over the area, and it's essentially just like skincare for that region of your body. And I do feel like you have to use these pretty consistently before they start working, and in order to get them to work, it's basically, it's skincare, right? You're not going to get rid of your ingrown hairs in like a day or two, but I think that if you consistently use these, it definitely does help. So I've really been enjoying these. And then the other thing that I recently picked up and have tried out I think 1 or 2 times since I picked it up, it is the BYREDO Don't Respair Mega Strength Plus Rice Water Protein Plus Moisture Strengthening Treatment. That was a mouthful. If you guys follow me, you know that I love BYREDO hair products, and I also have like very fine hair. I know that it looks thick right here, but trust me guys, like I have a lot of products that I use to make my hair look a little bit fuller and thick. My hair is very fine, and I also get it highlighted as well. And so I like Olaplex, but I don't love Olaplex, and it's very expensive. So I picked this up because I wanted to see maybe this would be a good alternative to kind of like strengthening my hair and preventing breakage. And the first time that I use this, I will say, because I think that I need to use this a little bit more to tell you guys if it strengthens your hair, but man, did it make my hair soft. Like when I rinsed it out, it was like absolute silk. It was like silk. Like my hair was so soft as it was rinsing out. I just can't, like, it was so soft. It makes your hair very, very soft. So at the very least, it's an excellent conditioning treatment. So I just wanted to mention that, but I'm hoping that like the protein, the rice water protein in here will help kind of strengthen my thin hair as well. Next up, I have some lip products, and as some of you guys probably know, Pat McGrath, she has a lot of sales around the holidays. She had a sale on like lipsticks and lip glosses, any kind of lip products, and so I picked up 2 lip glosses from her that I have been wanting for a while now. The first one is called Astral Moonflower. And guys, don't be intimidated by this color. It is so, so beautiful. All right. If you're like me and you love glitter, like I love subtle makeup. I love subtle natural makeup, but I also love ridiculous glittery fun makeup. And this color is just so, so pretty. I'll swatch it on my hand for you here. It doesn't look blue on the lips. It just makes your lips look super plump and holographic and multi-dimensional. I do little demos for you guys using these products on my Instagram. So you might have seen me wear this on my Instagram, but when it goes on your lips, it just gives them a slight tint and then it makes them look extremely plump. And one of the reasons why I wanted to get this too is because I saw Pat use this in some little tutorial that she had on her Instagram using the new Bridgerton collection, because this reminds me of that beautiful shimmery astral shade that she has in that Bridgerton palette. And I said, you know what, that's gonna be so good to use together. And so I included that shade in my tutorial. The other color that I got is called Faux Real, and this is just a beautiful nude with a slight shimmer. It's got like a slight little shimmer in there, but it's not as glittery as Astral Moonflower is going to be. So let me show you this. This is going to be your perfect nude if you really like the Pat McGrath gloss formula, which for me, it's probably one of, if not the favorite for me in terms of the lip gloss category. You should really look into Faux Real as a great nude shade. I like to top this on top of other nude lipsticks. I love Dream Lover from Pat McGrath. I also love Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, or I'll go in with Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner and I'll just top this over top of that. And so this is a really great nude. So definitely check out her glosses if you haven't already. The other two lip products that I got are from Chantecaille. So as I mentioned, I'm trying out a lot more of Chantecaille. I'm probably going to be trying these out in a like trying new makeup kind of video, something like that. But these two things were actually on sale at Harvey Nichols when I was picking up like the tinted moisturizer, etc. The first thing is the lip definer, and I have this in the color Tone. This is just a really nice nude. See, that would go so well with the Faux Real from Pat McGrath. And I'll share my thoughts in like another video, but I guess like in summary, these are really nice lip liners, but they're not the best. Like they're very blendable. See how nicely that's blending? They go on really well. I really like this color. There's nothing bad about it except they just don't last that long. It's not gonna last as long as a Charlotte Tilbury or Pat McGrath Permagel lip liner. So I just wanna mention that, but I'm not mad about this purchase. I've actually been using it a lot throughout the day, or if I'm going to film a video and I just wanna add, you know, like a little bit more definition, because this is very similar to my natural lip color. Like these are my natural lips. I had the Makeup by Mario on in the beginning of this video, and I've already kind of like, you know, I'm drinking a smoothie, guys. So I already kind of like ate it off, but it just adds a little bit more like definition and a tiny bit more depth to my lips. So I really like this color, which is called Tone. And then the other product that I got that was on sale at Harvey Nichols was this Chantecaille lip veil. Guys, look at this color. And this is in the color Frangipan. I tried this on for you guys on my Instagram, and the packaging of these is really pretty. First off, you get like a little pamphlet that tells you about, I don't know, I suppose how they're like saving the elephants and all that good stuff. But let's get to the lip veil. You guys have said these are so good, and I need to know if they're worth the hype. Well, this is so pretty. Like I said, this was in the color Frangipan. This collection of 3 different colors was on sale. This is what it looks like, and I'm gonna try it for you guys right now. Just put it on top of the lip definer. I thought that these were going to be incredibly sheer, and as you can see, they're actually very pigmented. They're very hydrating. I thought that these were going to be more like a glossy balm with like a little bit of a tint, but I was wrong. I'm still learning about these Chantecaille products and what kind of makes all their lip products different, because I know that they have, these are the lip veils, but they also have the lip cheeks, and they have, I think, one other formula. So comment down below if you guys can help me out and maybe tell me like the differences between these and which ones you recommend. But so far, even though this is pretty expensive, I really like the formula. I love this packaging. This kind of color, like a big juicy red, this is more like an orangey red, is definitely right up my alley. That completes the beauty portion of this video. Now I'm going to talk about luxury fashion accessories that I picked up over the holidays in a couple of holiday sales. So starting off with Coach. If you guys don't know, I'm a big Coach fangirl. I really like what they've done with the brand. And so the bag that I picked up in December is the Coach Pillow Tabby bag. I think that this bag is so cute. I've been wanting this for a really long time. I've been waiting very patiently over maybe the past 6 months for them to release this bag in kind of like new colors and new sizes, etc. This is the smaller of the two bags, so it is quite small. You can fit, like I can fit all of my essentials in this particular bag, but if you're someone where you're like, this is way too small, just know there is a bigger size. And this is in the beautiful kind of like lime green color. I picked this up to be a beautiful like spring and summer bag. It's really fun and squishy. I love that Coach, like they kind of come in and they don't copy very high-end brands, but they have bags that are almost kind of inspired by other luxury brands that are out there. And I know that this kind of like squishy pillow effect has been really in lately. And a lot of times, like, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a bag that is like more of a trend bag. And so instead I'll spend maybe like $300, which is a lot, but you can sometimes get these bags on sale at Coach for something that's just going to be really, really fun. So I'm going to use this so much throughout the summer. I will put an image up right now of how I styled this when I was in Miami. I took this bag with me and it was such a fun little pop of color. So I'm really looking forward to spring and summer so I can bring this out a little more. So yeah, this is the Pillow Tabby and this is in kind of the lime green color, but they do have this in black and other neutral colors, a really lovely, I believe, purple color as well. And I highly recommend. The leather is so soft and supple, and you know, it does come with a crossbody strap as well, but my favorite way to carry this is just like this with the top handle. Another quick fun thing that I wanted to show you guys that I picked up is on Etsy. I just picked up some like extra bag straps to kind of dress up my bag. So I will link the seller down below. It did take a while for these to ship, but here's two examples of like two of the little bag chains that I picked up. So you can imagine like on the Coach Pillow Tabby, you could, instead of having this handle, if you wanted to dress this up or kind of change it up, you could easily hook this little chain onto the bag. And it would be just like another fun little handle. Or if you are, you know, maybe you have some bags where you really want this to fit better over your shoulder, because this is not really like a shoulder bag. This is more of a top handle right here. If you want it to fit over the shoulder, a really fun way that I like to change things up is just by getting these like extra cheap, affordable bag straps on places like Etsy, and then you can kind of like make it your own and you can add a little bit more function to your nice leather bag. So just wanted to share that little tip because I did buy a couple of these little sort of chains for my summer and spring bags. Next up, I have two bags that I picked up from Mansur Gavriel. If you guys have not heard of Mansur Gavriel, they are a really fantastic, really good quality kind of leather goods and ready to wear brand, contemporary, coming out of New York City. I have been a longtime fan of this brand. They make really cute bucket bags that you may have seen like on Instagram or out on the streets. And they had a really good sale in January or like right after the holidays. And so I used this sale as an opportunity to pick up two bags that I have really been wanting from them that are a little bit more of like trendy, more playful styles, because I already do have a couple of their bags in more of their, I guess you would call them like more classic silhouettes. So the first bag that I picked up is the Mansur Gavriel pencil bag, and I got it, guys, in the fun holographic color. So this is made with delicious Italian leather. And for the holidays, they came out with this really fun shade. They launched a couple of bags with this particular type of leather. You can see it says, well, maybe you can't see it because it's so shiny, but it does say Mansur Gavriel right here. And this is just like, I think that this shape has been sort of coming back because anything like early 2000s, like shoulder bag has really been coming back in style. So I know that this isn't for everybody, but this comes in a lot of really fun, playful colors. Mansur Gavriel, they just really nail the colors. I have such a hard time deciding what color to get. I have such a hard time deciding what color to get. I don't think that you can get this shade anymore, but you can get the pencil bag in a lot of other colors. And I just thought this was super fun, and the price was very, very good. I think I got it for about $200, maybe $250. And usually this bag is like about twice that much. And like I said, I have a lot of Mansur Gavriel bags, and the quality is very, very nice. So if you are looking for a bag from a contemporary brand, and you don't want to spend thousands of dollars at like Gucci or Louis Vuitton, Mansur Gavriel is a really classy bag brand to check out. The other bag that I got in the Mansur Gavriel sale is their mini scrunchie bag. So they have a big scrunchie bag, and then this is the smaller one. And this once again is made with, just delicious, supple Italian leather. Like this is so soft. And I really like this because I like hand carry bags. In general, I like smaller bags. I like bags that are made of leather. I really like leather, and I like ones that I can carry like this, or I can just kind of put in the crook of my arm. And I love how like beautiful and sculptural this bag is. I know that this isn't going to be for everyone. Again, they have other like, I would say, more classic bag shapes on their site. These are two of the trendier ones that I said, you know what, I'll pick them up because they're on sale. But I really got this because I want a lighter tone bag for summer. When I'm buying summer bags, I want things that are usually white or light brown, but I don't want to spend too much because I'm always afraid of things like color transfer and that kind of stuff. So I like to turn to more affordable but also good quality contemporary brands like Mansur Gavriel and Coach. And so this is going to be an awesome summer bag that goes with every single summer dress and little summer outfit. I think this is going to be the perfect color, and I think that this color is called Camel, if I'm not mistaken. There's two colors that are like a brown tone, and this is actually the darker of the two, but it's a lot lighter in person. So I just wanted to show you that. The leather smells so good. I can't wait to pull this out once like spring and summer hits. And yeah, it's just like a really cute little circular shape. So that is the mini scrunchie bag for Mansur Gavriel. And the last bag that I picked up is this adorable little mini shopper tote from Telfar. I heard about this program from Glam Girl Chelsea. She posted this on her Instagram, but they basically had a program that was running towards the end of last year where you can pre-purchase any bag in their collection, any size, any color. You just are purchasing it basically with the assumption that you're going to have to wait anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months to get the bag that you want. And for me, like, I was more than happy to do that because, like, guys, I don't need these bags ASAP. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna try Telfar. I had never tried anything from the brand, and so I just wanted to show you guys the one that I picked up. This is all vegan leather, and I'm really impressed. Like, I'm not really one for vegan leather, but I really like the look of this, and I decided to buy it in this beautiful kind of cerulean blue because I wanted something that was like a pop of color that I don't have in my collection already, but still like neutral enough to pair with a lot of outfits. I would say the only con about this bag so far is that, like, once you put quite a lot of stuff in it, it doesn't really like snap close. Like, I don't have that many things in here at the moment because I've switched some of them into another bag, but I can't really fit that much in here and close it. But it does fit all of my essentials, and it has these sort of like double straps here so you can wear it crossbody, and my favorite way to carry it is just in my hand like this. The other con too, I guess I'll say as well, is that I kind of wish that the crossbody straps were detachable, but that being said, I like wearing this nonetheless, and I like how carefree this is. So when it's like bad weather here in Boston, I like to pull this out because I can put this on top of the bar and I don't care if it gets dirty. I can wipe it clean. If it's snowing, I'm not worried about like this getting ruined or anything like that. So I will notify you guys if that program comes back. I will let you know. But if you're interested in Telfar bags, follow them on Instagram because that's where they tell you about all the new product drops that they are having. These bags usually sell out in seconds. They're very popular kind of streetwear essentials now. So definitely follow them on Instagram so you can find out about all of the new styles that they are launching. Let's talk about hats. I love hats. I'm not afraid to have fun with hats, especially in the spring and summer. It's one of my favorite types of accessories. And while we're on the topic of Telfar, I followed them on Instagram, and after I bought that bag, I kind of became obsessed, and they launched bucket hats. And I asked you guys, what color of the bucket hat should I get? And I was there like the second that it launched, and I got the white bucket. And one of the reasons that I got the white one is because white just kind of matches everything in the spring and the summer. I'm always wearing white shoes, white bag. It goes together really well. And because this is vegan leather, it just wipes clean really easily. So if I get makeup on it or anything else on it, I can just wipe it clean. So let me just show you guys what this looks like. I think that it's super cute, and it's going to be a really cute little way to kind of get some sun protection in the middle of the summer. I don't really think that this style, it doesn't like flip up as well. I think that they're more designed to be worn this way. They launched these also in kind of a camel brown and also in a black. Again, I decided to get the white because this is, for me, this is more of like a summer look, but just want to put that out there. I'm sure they're going to be restocking them, and I hope that they come out in more colors because I would love to get one that matches my little mini shopper tote. I think that'd be really cute to kind of like pair together and be like super matchy-matchy. After the holidays, I also took the opportunity to pick up 2 hats that I've been really wanting from Gucci for quite a while now. Whenever I want something that is kind of like a little bit trendy, but it's pretty expensive, I'll kind of just put it on my wish list, and then I'll wait. And if I want it 6 months later, a year later, and it's still in style, then I will pick it up. And so what I'm talking about here is the Gucci denim bucket hat. Like, I like bucket hats, guys. I think they're so cute. I think that they fit really well on my head. So this is the one from Gucci, and I was obsessed with this last summer, and I really wanted it, but I didn't get it. I held off because these things are expensive. So I basically took the opportunity in January to go and pick this one up, and I actually really like the way that this looks when it's flipped up. I know that this isn't for everybody because it's a denim hat and it's a bucket hat, and not everybody likes that, but guess what, guys? I love this. I think that it's so cute. I can't wait to wear this during the spring and the summer, and I'm really happy that I picked it up. This just reminds me of kind of like when I was growing up in the early 2000s. I love the denim trend that has been going on. I also got something that is a little bit more practical for kind of every day. I love to wear baseball caps when I'm traveling, when I'm going on a train or a plane, or if I'm just kind of like running errands, but I want to look a little bit sporty and put together. And I love black hats. So I got the Gucci black monogram baseball cap, and it's got this really cool, like the Gucci green and red stripe there. So I'll try this on. I have to cut the tag off because it's kind of getting in the way. But this is the Gucci hat. Sometimes I'll put my hair back as well. I asked you guys on my Instagram if you like these, and it was like half of you guys thought that they were the cutest thing ever, and half of you guys were like, nah, I don't like them. And so that's okay. I think that this is super cute. I like monogram. I grew up at the Jersey Shore, okay? I like flashy things. I don't care if they're like a little bit tacky. That's what I like. I like things that are really feminine and elegant, but then I also like things that are trendy and bold, and like that's just my style. So those are the hats that I picked up. I don't usually pick up this many hats and bags within the course of 2 months, but there were some really good deals and kind of took some gift cards and stuff from the holidays. And so that's why I picked up a few things just in the new year. And so I'm really excited to be wearing this for the rest of the year, especially as it gets a little bit warmer outside here in Boston. And lastly, okay, thanks for sticking with me, guys. Lastly, I picked up another luxury staple for my collection, and that is a belt from Ferragamo. So I want to show you guys, this is my first, I think this is the only thing that I own from Ferragamo, but I did a lot of research looking for a really nice, good quality belt because I don't want to have a lot of belts in my collection. I have a couple from like Gucci and maybe a few other retailers, and I wear them nonstop, so I get a lot of wear out of them. And so I wanted something that had silver hardware, and I also wanted something that wasn't gonna be too flashy. I feel like the Ferragamo logo isn't as flashy as, let's say, the Gucci logo. So I wanted something with silver tone hardware that was a little bit more understated and could work for a lot of different outfits. So I got this one from Ferragamo. I think it's absolutely stunning. I really like the buckle. And also what is very nice is that this is actually reversible. So you can take the buckle off and you can reverse it to this tan side, and they have a bunch of different colors in the store to pick from that are reversible like this. And that means as well, if you buy another belt from Ferragamo, you can take this buckle and use it on the other belt. So you can interchange both the belt itself and the buckle. This is made of supple, delicious, beautiful Italian leather. It's so nice. And when you go into the boutique, they will cut it for you on the spot. So they'll go in there, you measure it, and I get the 80 centimeter because I like it to work both for kind of lower jeans, but also high-rise pants, dresses. So they will cut it and trim it to your shape. And then they will also punch the necessary amount of holes that you need for your frame, for your waist size. So I absolutely love this. This is something that is gonna be a really nice classic staple in my collection. Just kind of wanted to invest in that. I've been wanting this for a really long time, and I finally just kind of like bit the bullet and picked it up. And I get so much wear out of it that once I do, I'm always glad that I had it. Like, oh, I'm glad I have this really nice belt, pairs with everything, and I rather just pay a little bit more money to get exactly what I want rather than getting like something from a cheaper retailer. I really like these types of good quality luxury staples because I don't really feel like shopping for another belt after a year if I get a cheaper one and it falls apart. So anyway, guys, as you can see, the sun is going down. It is getting dark. That was everything that I picked up over the past like 2.5 months that I wanted to show you guys. I had a lot of like little accessories and other luxury things that I picked up, so I thought it was a good time to do a haul. I don't normally have this many things to show, but let me know if you enjoyed this kind of video. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you like hauls or if you like favorites videos. Comment and let me know which product you thought was the most interesting. Have you tried any of these products before? I would love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and consider shopping through my links down below if you're interested in picking up any of these products for yourself. Head on over to Instagram once again and follow me there. That is where I show you guys most of the time like the things that I'm buying. I'll do swatches for you. I do little demos for you. When Telfar drops new bags and bucket hats and that kind of stuff, I let you guys know. So definitely head on over to Instagram and follow me there so we can interact. Anyway, guys, I hope that you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.